Hi there, gorgeous girls. My name is Yolanda. I am so happy you're here to party with us. I want to do a couple tutorials that I'm going to post in this group over the course of the week, just to show you different ways of applying mascara and what it can do for you. So the beauty about this specific makeup and what makes it different is it's cream based. And it comes in this gorgeous compact. So this is my personal compact. It's the mini double decker. It's the one I recommend, but you can always go smaller or you can always go bigger, right? It goes all the way up to the triple decker size, which has 3 layers where you can collect your stuff down the road. Now, when I buy 10 tins, it's either any of these rectangular ones or any of the powders or any of the eyeshadows. Any 10 of these gives me this mini double decker for free, and I can keep all of my makeup in here, and I've separated my creams and my powders so they don't mix. But in today's video, we are going to basically use one compact, my fingers, and one brush. So I will show you what we call the cheetah hack. And the first time I did this, I surprised myself so much. But there's no wrong way to apply the makeup. And what I love about it is it's so quick, and I'm always having a kid or two bumping into me, or if I have to, you know, do my makeup on a commuter train or something heading over to DC, you know, there's always like the bump, and then you end up having your lipstick a little too far up. Before you set it with something along the lines of the Stay Spray, it's easy as pie to fix. So without further ado, this is a quick video, cheetah hack. So I have in my mini double decker, I have my main highlight. So this would be the color closest to my skin tone. Then I have a brightener. The brightener would go under my eyes, bridge of my nose, a little bit between the brows, under my nose, and my chin. And this brightens my face. So it gives the illusion that I don't have 2 little kids and I've had 7 cups of coffee and I'm wide awake, okay? Then we have the contour. Don't be scared of this color. It looks dark, but you'll see it is gorgeous. The contour gives you angles on your face. It gives you a chiseled chin where you may not have one. It gives you cheekbones for days. It can minimize your forehead. It can narrow your nose. It can give you the illusion of plumper lips. I use it to fill in my brows. I use it as an eyeshadow. I mean, I mix it with my lipstick sometime to get a custom color. There's very few things. Oh, I even put it in my grays. Yeah, when I don't make it to the salon, I pull my hair up and I have all those grays because this color matches, typically when I match it to you, I'm a little tricky because I'm all over the place with my colors, but typically it'll match your brows and your general color palette. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to take my main highlight, which is my darker color, and I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to do spots. This is a fantastic method, especially if you feel the makeup on your skin when you're done applying it with a brush. If you can feel makeup on your skin when you're done, that means you put on too much. That is no good. With the finger, you see I'm just putting spots on. And there's some places you can clearly see I have makeup spots, but then there are other places where you can't really clearly see that I have makeup spots. And the reason for that is my skin isn't one tone, but I can't exactly go put 7 different foundations on, can I? But you have red, you might have dark under eyes, you might have some blue tones, you might have some yellow tones. Now I'm going into my other highlight. So highlight is essentially, it's like our version of the foundation, but we don't call it that. And this is the brightening highlight, which goes, like I said, under the eye, all the way to my temple, in a pie piece. So consider the Nike swoosh. If you're a concealer girl, don't just put it underneath. It actually ages you. Try to bring your concealer down a little bit to brighten your face instead of like highlighting all the wrinkles and the tired spots that you have under your eyes. I don't want to layer the makeup. There's no need for it. There you go. Oh, maybe one or two between the brows here. So this is the darker. And then I have my brightening right here between the brows. All right? We having fun yet? And you know I have a little pimple here. It's not too bad. Maybe add a little concealer onto that. You see I have a lot. I have very red around my nose. I'm a little bit purple underneath my eyes. I'm typically very red around the chin. I have a ton of freckles, which I actually like. You see those? So it's only going to cover the bad and it's going to leave the good. Now we're going to go in with the concealer. Same finger. I didn't even really do anything. And get some on there. And I can either draw a line like that. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. All right. But what you want to do is you want to find your cheekbone. So if you bring your finger in and where it dips down, that's where your cheekbone starts. So it starts approximately right here, middle top of your ear. And then you just follow the cheekbone and push like upwards. Think push-up bra. This one came too far. It's too close to my mouth. You want to stop 2 fingers from your nose before you hit your pupil. But it's okay. Watch. Boom. I fixed it. Fixed it. And you can tell it's already giving you the illusion that I'm sucking in my lips, right? So we do that. Then we're going to put some spots along the hairline. We don't want it all the way up in the hairline. I mean, we were going to bring it down a little bit, all the way down to our temples. If you have a large forehead and you want to minimize it, you bring your shadow down. If you have a very small forehead and you don't want to make it disappear altogether, you put your spots closer to your hairline. I'm going to do what's left of my finger under my lip to give me $14 lip job, because that's what one of these tins are. It's only $14. Now, this is the part I forget to blend. All right, so you got to remind me. So we do a little spots along the jawline. Like, I'm supposed to put them here right under. If you don't have a defined jawline, you can just find the jawline and put them on, and then you blend down. I'll show you here in a minute. All right, now my nose. We contour our nose to make it appear either straighter or narrower, kind of depending on how you want it. The closer the lines are together, the narrower it is. And if you have a little bump on your nose, make sure when you bring the contour, you don't go along with the bump, right? You don't want to highlight the bump. You go straight over it. Okay? But here's a fun trick. You take your middle fingers, you dip them both, and then you touch them like that. And you bring them down. See how straight that line is? We're going to add some brightener because I don't want my nose necessarily to be quite this skinny. And touch them on the bottom. And there. That's it. So we have our contour, we have our highlight. Let me just grab a paper towel real quick. Wipe whatever extra I have off. And now, before we do the blush, we're going to start with the blush and bronzer brush. Absolute favorite. This is the one that you need in your arsenal. I don't care what other brush you buy, this one you need. You need this one. It's double-ended. It's got fluffier sides. You can do magic with this stuff. Magic, okay? I take the little denser end, so not the super fluffy end. This would be the bronzer end, and this is the blush end. And I start from the bottom up. Notice I'm taking the darker stuff first, but it's okay because this brush in this makeup, the cream-based makeup, the brush is designed to pick up only what you need and to redistribute it. So it doesn't get in the bristles. I don't have to worry about contaminating, like putting this like under my eyes or anything like that. And then start lighter first. And just very gently moving it around. See, no more spots, but it's covering any red that I have. I'm gonna I like to put some on my eyelid just to make sure My whole face is basically the same color, but also the cream is a great base if I want to go, if I want to put some eyeshadow on, it kind of sticks to it a little better. Isn't that magic, folks? Oh my goodness. Okay, now that we're getting to this part, I always want to blend the contour up. You can stipple, or and just back and forth. See how I blend that line? And there's basically no makeup right here. Let me see if you can see, because this part is where I'm gonna put the blush. There's no need for me to put layers and layers and layers and cake on that makeup. There is no need to do that. It makes my skin look like skin. It gives me a dewy look. You should never look oily or like you're like sweating profusely. Like that is not the point of this, right? We don't want you to look like you just jumped in the swimming pool or like you have a unibrow. Like here, the beauty is like the more you blend, the lighter it gets. Okay, so we have our nose contour. Always go with your brightener over it and just use your finger. Bring it back into being brightened a little bit. Can you believe that? From all the spots and all my little brown lines upwards. All right, now blush. We have a bunch of different colors. Let me see here. We have a whole bunch of different colors and tones. If you're interested in anything, message me. I'll send you pictures of girls wearing those. But this is my personal compact. So what I have here is I have one blush, which is, or lip and cheek, which is the pink grapefruit. So you can either dip your brush straight in there, or we can continue the cheetah hack. I mean, these tins already last forever. But if you use this cheetah method, where you just apply it with your finger, oh my goodness, they're gonna last forever. I'm gonna do my lip conditioner. This is peppermint. It's part of our skincare line called Milk. So there's a lot of lactic acid and other cool things in here, which is like so moisturizing. And it lasts forever. I mean, I've been using this for every day, multiple times a day, for like months, and I barely even cracked the surface. Pink grapefruit is a little more hot pink. I love it because it really pops. And it's called a lip and cheek for a reason. This is a matte, by the way. No shimmer, no gloss. I can always take one of our glossier colors and go over it. What did I do with my napkin? Here we go. All right, you put the blush on the fleshy part of your cheeks, and then this one you want to blend down. Contour you want to blend up. Blush you want to blend back and down. You don't want it under your eye. You just, very important, you stipple it. Helps if you smile, then you get it on the right spot. We don't want it near the nose. We don't want it down here, and we certainly don't want it up near our eyeballs. Stipple, that means like a dabbing motion. Because it is a cream. Basically, the more you swipe, you're actually wiping it off. But the gorgeous thing about the cream for me, as well as my skin, has gotten better because it's able to breathe. My skin is less oily because now I'm flipping the brush over and I'm gonna blend a little more. I mean, hang on, gotta focus here. My skin is in better shape. It's less oily because after it acclimated and realized, hey, I'm not wearing a water-based foundation anymore or Bare Minerals, which is drying out my skin, my skin had to produce less oil in itself to feel hydrated. Now I don't need to hydrate in the morning either. I just hydrate at night before bed, put on a thicker moisturizer, and my skin is nice and supple during the day, and the makeup itself keeps it feeling that way. What do you think? My nose, you can see it appears thinner. I have a more defined jaw. There's a pretend shadow right under my lip, making it look poutier. I got this gorgeous pink color. I got no more streaks on my cheeks that look like it came from a diaper. I know what you were thinking, okay? That's it. That's it. So after this, I would set my makeup. You set it with a powder, but you want the skin to look like skin. So you do not want to put powder all over your face unless you're one of my oily girls. If you're an oily girl, you let me know and I have different instructions for you. But let's say I messed up the blush and it's like way too close to my eye or something. Very easy. You can just take your brush, maybe rub on, since I did blush with it, rub it on a paper towel a little bit, put some more highlight on, and clean it up. Super duper easy. All right. I have our Vanilla Dust setting powder. So this is a mascara product, and I bought the bundle. So I saved like $10 buying the brush and this together. That being said, I can use my same blush and bronzer brush for the powder. It's okay. It doesn't really get messy. And then I can use the Houdini brush cleaning spray and clean my brushes in like no time. Also this, even though it's called a power powder brush, that is always such a tongue twister, I could use this powder brush to apply all of my cream makeup on my face. Nobody says you can't. Anyway, finishing up. Press the powder in. Do not swipe. We have our makeup where we want it to be. We do not want the makeup to be moved. I would set the areas with powder that, in my case, move the most. I have all these little laugh lines, right? So as I live my life and I go on my day, I'm gonna get oily around the nose, between my brows, and chin. Some of you might already have laugh lines around the chin, so setting it around that area just sets the makeup into place, prevents it from getting caught in the creases. If it does get caught in the creases, take your brush, fluffy end, and swirl it around. You don't necessarily even need to add makeup if it gets cakey. You just swirl it around, put it back where it belongs. Isn't that gorgeous? There, done. Mascara. And we are ready for our Zoom meeting, the post office, or wherever else we're gonna go on our beautiful day. That was the cheetah hack. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.